I have never loved anyone like I love you. That sentence softly echoed in your ear, like a sweet whisper you think you can only hear in romantic movies. But it was a true statement, meant just for you. At least that's what you believed. One day your phone kept buzzing nonstop. 87 consecutive messages, 3 gifts sent directly to your workplace, and a firm promise. I will always be by your side, no matter what happens. All of this happened within just 3 weeks since the two of you met. You felt like you were living in a dream, where everything was beautiful, intense, and unbelievably thrilling, making your heart race wildly. But then everything suddenly disappeared. The messages stopped, the inquiries became sparse, and a creeping feeling of guilt arose. Had you done something wrong to lose that person? This is the beginning of a psychological manipulation tactic called love bombing. This is not pure love, nor is it spontaneous sincerity. It is a deliberate strategy where someone uses excessive, intense affection, bombarding you with messages, giving valuable gifts, making deep promises, quickly, intensely, and beyond normal limits. Their goal is to draw you into an emotional whirlwind, making you believe that you are the only special person, their destiny. You begin to lower your guard, open your heart, and dependent on the emotions they bring. Once you are completely dependent on that attention, they suddenly change, withdrawing affection, controlling you, or worse, making you feel deprived, fearful, or even blaming yourself. Imagine a friend you just met a few days ago whispering, "I think you are my future wife." You haven't had time to truly understand that person, but you are overwhelmed by sweet words, romantic gestures, and intense attention. Or a romantic partner constantly texting, calling, wanting to see you every day, everywhere. At first, you feel special, loved, and cherished. But try setting a boundary for yourself. For example, asking them to text less during work hours. They immediately change their attitude. "You're ruining everything. I've given you all my love and you're like this." You start feeling guilty, afraid of making them sad, and gradually accept sacrificing your privacy, time, and even your own values to please them. So what makes love bombing so easily conquer our minds? It is because it hits the deepest needs of humans, the intense desire to be loved, the hope of finding a soulmate, the feeling of being chosen, cherished, like the main character in a fairy tale romance. When someone repeatedly tells you that you mean everything to them, that they have never met anyone like you, that their life would be meaningless without you, you are very likely to believe that you are truly special, that this is a rare love. Once you believe it, you easily accept sacrifice, compromise, even try to justify that person, even when their actions begin to hurt you. But what are the signs to recognize that you are a victim of the love bombing tactic? Pay attention if the person loves you too quickly, too soon, too much, before they actually take the time to understand who you are, what you like, and what you desire. If they always want absolute attachment, say things like, "I can't live without you," or constantly pressure you by saying you are their whole world. Be cautious, especially when you start setting boundaries, even the smallest ones. But they react violently, prolonged sulking, silent treatment without explanation, or suddenly withdrawing their affection, making you feel insecure and worried that you have done something wrong. To avoid becoming a victim of love bombing, it is important not to judge a relationship solely based on its intensity or initial romantic gestures. True love takes time to develop and build trust. Stability and sustainability are always more important than fleeting passion. If you feel tired, overwhelmed, or swallowed up by someone's affection, take time to reflect and ask yourself, is this affection controlling me? Am I losing my freedom and self-worth? Is this relationship developing naturally and mutually, or is it one-sided and I am always the one who has to respond? Remember, love bombing is not love. It is an emotional trap. It is set to make you lose your clarity, become dependent, and easily controlled. When you notice unusual signs, be brave to take a step back, maintain your personal boundaries, and take time to listen to your true feelings. Don't hesitate to seek support from friends, family, or a mental health professional if you feel stuck in an unhealthy emotional spiral. True love does not make you afraid, does not force you to sacrifice your self-worth, and never uses emotions as a weapon to control. Stay alert, protect your heart, and don't let anyone use temporary sweetness to manipulate you. Let's continue to explore the dark sides of human psychology to understand and protect ourselves better.